Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ba-da-bo, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boodle-ba-doo-boo-booty. Birthday. No, so I got some books to read. Today I had lots to do today. I had to go and do take a little dump run, and then I had to pick up some stuff, and then I went to Value Village with my mask on and used my 50% off coupon for books. I had a 50% off coupon for books, that's what I'm saying. So I picked up a couple of books, and then I came and I wiped them down, and then, yeah, that's pretty. I'm tired. I was just going to say Miss Christie's here.
You seem to be forgetting, so I just thought I would take control. You don't get the gasp quite right.
Like that? That kind of a gasp?
That's not the gasp I'm talking
I like
you
grape
know that
juice.
you when little kids drink? No, it's not that. It's
No, that's when they drink. The boys used to just be like...
yes, that's it.
Like that.
Like they're out of breath.
Yeah, well, that's because they held their breath when you're drinking. When you drink, you can't breathe. Listen, how can you drink and breathe? So you breathe out and put air in there and then it squirts back at you. Only fish can breathe while they're drinking.
You didn't do the gasp.
Kimberly says, hello, Miss Christie. Did you realize that you're about 5 or 6 weeks away from reading for 1 year? Well, I'm kind of happy and sad about that, actually. Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, March 18th. Yeah. Mike Keller, Tazz! How are you doing, buddy? Mike's my comic buddy. He's a comic and a comic dude. So he's a comic dude.
Oh wow.
Comic comedian.
Kind of like you.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's pick a book to read. How about let's pick this one? I got this one today. This is the Lion Inside.
Rawr.
Rawr. Rawr. Hey, Mike, when are you coming into town next so I can pick up that comic book I bought off you? I bought a comic book off of Mike.
Are you sure?
And
you
by
should be
comic
telling
book,
me
by,
this?
by comic book, I mean puppy. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Ryan's. Oh, you met Ryan today. Well, you met Ryan the other day. Yesterday, yeah. Ryan's a comic book dude as well. My comic book buddy. I haven't seen for like 35 minutes. Yeah. Yes, it's been about 35 minutes hanging out with my buddies. This book is by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. It's called The Lion Inside, The Comic Inside. That's all I can think of now. The Lion Inside. And I would be lying if I
He
said...
has eyebrows like you.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And he's got somebody on the top of his head that tells him what to do, like you.
Yeah, I do have rather big ears.
Pardon? Here we go. Let's read a book. I hope it's a rhyming book. Yes, it's a rhyming book. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. Oh, this is a book about you. All craggy
Where's
and
my
old.
pillow? Where's my pillow?
No throwing pillows at me. There's a rule.
I could throw something else, like a book.
Like insults. And under that rock is a tiny full house. Lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. He was so very little, so incredibly small, that nobody noticed him ever at all. I like this. Hello! 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 He got stepped on and sat on and missed out on stuff. Ignored and forgotten, this mouse life was tough. Well, you got stepped on by an elephant.
That would hurt quite a bit.
Yeah. You know what they
I
call?
don't think I want to be on that end of a zebra.
No,
either.
that zebra. The bum's sitting on them.
Yeah.
Do you know what they call the stuff between elephants' toes? That brown stuff in between elephants' toes? Slow mice. I thought that was quite funny, actually. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was lion o'clock. Oh, he's got hair like Ryan does, actually. Ryan, he's got the same haircut that you do.
It's very stylish.
Very stylish like that. This huge toothy creature made sure everyone saw how important he was and how loud he could. Roar! I knew that one was coming.
I did.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
How loud he could say something nice to somebody. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Birthday.
He had. Oh, I thought it said he has a head. You got a lion's hair. Well, it's your main attraction. Lion's mane. Do you get it?
I got it.
It's a joke there. Calm down. He has a head. No. He was head of the pack. It'd be funny if he had a head. Well, we noticed that. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and proud. He loved flexing his biceps and wowing the crowd. Yeah, this is you and me for sure.
Yes.
This is how Miss Christie puts me to bed. Come on, lovely hippo, it's time to go to bed. And I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. I want to go to sleep on the couch. It happens sometimes. Yes, all were impressed by his mighty king cat. If only, thought the mouse, I could be more like that. He's sure strutting, eh? Walk like an Egyptian. Boom, 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 boom. It's not how it goes.
I don't think so.
I'm not very good. Boom, 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 boom. Walk like an Egyptian. I'm not very good. Way-oh, way-oh. Isn't that...
I don't know. You've messed it up in my head now. So. You chase the data away. It'll come back later.
Birthday. I'm not lying about it. If we could try to Google it, but that'd be like you'd be a cheetah then. Cheetah, it's another animal. Then, one dark night, in his tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He leaned up in the darkness and held up a paw. I've got it, he said. What I need is a roar. Roar! He spelled it wrong. It would be a funny. Hi, Uncle Tazz and Auntie Miss Christie. A lot of us are Auntie Miss Christie right now.
No, most of the people are on my side. Let's face it.
No.
Yes.
Let's take a. You hit me with a pillow,
that.
but how many people want me to have a puppy? Like a lot more people want me to have a puppy.
How many people like it when I hit you with a pillow? I think a lot more people like it when I hit you with a pillow. Especially probably Renee. Renee probably really enjoys that because she understands how much you deserve.
I mean, what if this mouse with the tiniest squeak were more like the grrr and a less like the meek? Well, he'll be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd still make friends and join in, and life would be nice. I understand. She understands the story. She understands why she's that's from me. That's to me. Renee Jordan, Danica, you're on my side, right? My niece Danica's on my side. How many people want me to get hit by a pillow? None. How many people want me to have a puppy? Everybody. How many people want me to get hit by a puppy? None. How many want me to take a pillow for a walk? Nobody. So that's what we're saying.
Actually, I'd like to see that.
Take a pillow for a walk? Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it right now. But it wouldn't be easy. There's only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast.
Uh-oh.
Well, a mouse isn't really a much feast to a...
No, but he might be a fancy feast.
A fancy feast. I'm so mad because on that fancy feast commercial, you shake the container and the cats come ripping through the wall. None of them came ripping through the wall. I heard doom doom on both sides, but I didn't hear them come through the wall.
Well, part of the problem is it's fancy feast. You're not supposed to shake the fancy feast. It's the Temptations treats.
Well,
there's so much sound when you shake a can of fancy feast.
Likes the pillow pop. Really?
See? My side.
Now, Danica, are you sure? I bet you my buddy Yaz doesn't want to see me get hit by a pillow.
I bet you she loves
I bet you Yaz does not want me to get hit by a pillow.
I know Justin loves it.
Justin doesn't want you. Well, I read right there. Justin says, please, Miss Christie, buy Tazzy a puppy and don't hit him with a pillow. It's probably...
that does not say that.
Doesn't it say that?
No, it does not say
maybe
that.
it auto-corrected that Danica likes the pillow pop because I see what I want.
Yeah.
It was time to be strong, time to take a chance. After all, forever is a long time to be small. Shay Robinson, how are you? That's what those bag of books. I have to bring them back to Shay and Les. So he made himself brave. He thought like a winner. He set off the top, hoping not to be dinner. Yaz says no, and Albert is on the fence. Does that mean that Yaz does not want me to get hit by a pillow? I think that's what that means.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, this is my friend, and she's on my side. I felt like the scariest thing he could do, but if you want things to change, you first have to change you. That's a great line.
That is a good line. A lot of wisdom.
That's right. I'm still hungry. Will you make popcorn later, please?
Sure.
Oh, that's awesome. The further he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion, reclined at the top. Then, at last, as he stood on his tippy toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got some company. Squeak, Mr. Lion. I've come for you to... Is Squeak? Do you think me could teach me to roar? That roar you just heard was my tummy. Did you hear my tummy make a roar?
No.
Oh, that's what that sound was. A silence befell the twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time went so slowly it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out an egg. What a great drawing of the lion, eh?
Yep. That's often how it happens. You get the biggest, toughest guy and they're scared of these little things.
The lion curled up in a terrified ball. He didn't like this, not one bit at all. Don't hurt me, he whispered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was afraid of some mice.
Sometimes you can't help what you're afraid of.
Oh, no, it's just, it's something that's in your brain, right? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together, be pals to the end. And that magical moment for sure when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. Ryan Hare. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked the rock better now that the rock was to share. The mouse, well, still little, felt big in his head, and the lion he roared, but with laughter instead. I'm glad I found this book today.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good one to take to school.
I think it will. And what it is, the reason I just opened up I happened to pick it off the shelf when I opened up the last page, and this is the last page. Yes, that day they both learned, though no matter your size, we have a mouse and a lion inside.
Totally.
This is a book like I would write.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good book. I'm going to keep that one going in the read to school pile.
Good plan. Your gasps just aren't
I'm
big
thirsty. Okay. Now here's another one.
Shush me.
Like that?
There you go.
Okay.
Yes. There was not
What a
enough
great
childlike
book.
enthusiasm behind it.
Okay, here we go. Ode to Underwear. This one I knew for sure I was going to pick this up.
Oh boy.
It's Ode to Underwear. Or if you're... Danica is hoping you read to her class. Yes, I am going to be reading to your class. Who got a hold of me? Melanie? Somebody with an M name, I think, got a hold of me, Renee. And we are making plans. Somebody with an M name got a hold of me, Renee, and we are making some plans for me to come soon one day. And that's all I'm going to take the time to say. Megan. Yeah, it's an M name. There you go. Like, right? That's how I learn. Like P, like pneumonia. This is by Helaine Becker, and it's a scholastic book. We forgot to see what year that was written in. What year do you think this book was written in, Miss Christie?
That one has a 2014 kind of vibe.
A 2014 kind of vibe. This book was written in 2013. Let's hear it for our underwear. For our fun to wear, best underwear. It keeps us warm and dry down there, so give a cheer for underwear. I should have maybe read this book before I, just in case. If I have to stop in the middle, it's because this book wasn't appropriate and I didn't read it. But there we go.
It's from Scholastic.
It's from Scholastic.
It's supposed to be designed for kids.
Yeah, that's right. Because most underwear, the Scholastic gets worn out, and then your underwear doesn't stay up as much, right? Because the Scholastic at the top of your underwear, right?
Fair.
Panties pink and very lacy, jockeys striped, or old horse racy. I didn't know where they were striped, but they're striped on the front, so that's okay.
Ew, Taz.
Those with bows and those quite sheer. And those with superheroes on the rear.
Those are good ones.
Fart man.
I think that when you wear those, you kind of feel a little bit like a superhero.
Especially
right?
if you wear them outside your pants.
Yeah.
Boxes, girdles, bloomers, drawers, all the things your tush adores. Without them, backsides would be bare, so say a prayer for underwear.
The only thing I'm not liking about this book is that they seem to be having genders assigned to the underwear.
It's because sometimes...
And anybody can wear whatever kind of
they can wear whatever they want, but yeah.
Yeah.
Plain ones are big and baggy, and frayed ones have gone quite saggy.
I've seen a few of those saggy ones around the house.
Yeah. Those would be mine. because they're comfortable. And the Scholastic at the top. Purple ones, too frou-frou filly, and furry ones, frightfully silly. I don't know if I'd want the pair of underwear that has a... Oh, I'm a pair of underwear. Every color, every kind is a friend to your behind. It's the one thing you don't have to share, so celebrate your underwear.
Usually you don't have to share, your socks either.
Oh, I've borrowed your socks before. Briefs, bikinis, gotch and shorts, thermal ones for snowy sports.
Now, okay, you pronounced it with an N, gaunch.
Well, it's a gaunch is a prairie thing. It's gotch, actually.
But you see, I grew up in Saskatchewan as well, and we called it gotch or gitch.
Gitch or gotch. We called it gaunch because we're, fancy. Some that beep, what? And some that glow. Some that shine a full moon show.
I'm wondering about the ones that beep. What?
It's musical underwear. Mine don't beep. They sound like a tuba sometimes.
No, not sometimes, Taz. That's very frequent.
Oh no! They say they're having a big underwear party. We're having a party over there. Underwear. Yes, there. Are you having a party under there?
Underwear.
Yes, they are having a party. Deedly-doo, deedly-doo. So grab your favorite pair, wave them high if you dare. Just be sure you have a spare and give 3 cheers to underwear. Well, that's a silly book.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray! That's right. They start up at your hip hips, and then if the Scholastic is gone, it goes saggy saggy.
And then you see a ray of
hip hip, they're frayed. Hip hip, they're frayed. Hip hip, they're frayed. Then I see a bad moon horizon. Well, there's a good book about facing your fears. A very good book about facing your fears, and that even though the ones that seem the toughest still have a little mouse inside, right? The toughest lion has a little mouse inside, and the meekest mouse has a great big lion inside. That's what we learned, and that doesn't really mean that a lion has a mouse inside because he ate it. It just means that in your heart, right? It's what's in your heart and how hard you push yourself to do things. And the other one was just a silly book about yay for underwear. So there you go. That was it. That's the reading today. And unfortunately, that's the reading for the whole week because tomorrow I'm going to be part of the Moncton Comedy Festival, so I won't be able to be reading to you. And then Sunday is Family Day. So I will be back to you on Monday. Today, I think, was book 710 and 711. So, no, maybe it was 712. I don't remember. We're up past 710 for sure books. So I won't be reading to you for the next couple of days. And, I don't even know if I can do bingo tomorrow, actually. We'll have to see. I'll have to see what time I have to be on. You might have to do bingo with Wee Beast in the other room while I do my comedy show. Yeah, let's figure it out. Anyways, I've got to go prepare for the comedy festival tomorrow. I got to write a couple new jokes that I want to try. So have yourself a really good weekend and keep warm because it's very cold here in Winnipeg. And I will see you Monday. Have yourself a great night. Justin, thank you very much for tuning in. Danica and Yasminka, thank you very much for voting not for me to get hit in the head with a pillow. See, that's not going to happen. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. I'm feeling real silly. Then start the show. No, you got me. You got me. I know, but you got me all flustered with a pillow coming in my head. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Remember, in a world where you could choose to be anything you want, you should choose to be kind.
Sometimes you
always
just need
be
to
kind.
Choose to be
always
funny.
be kind. Promise myself to try to always be kind.
It's okay to sacrifice kindness a little bit if you can get some laughs.
You weren't being mean. You were just being mischievous because it didn't hurt. Good night, everybody. Lots of love. And now Miss Christie owes me a puppy.
Nope.